everybody, welcome back to Skyway Classics YouTube channel. We're now going for a ride our 1968 Chevy Corvette. Of course, you know the 68s are a lot more popular than the rest of the years. Of course, they usually extend into the late 70s, but of course everybody likes the early 60s just because of the body style and some of its other key features, which we will include in this video. Going to the one we have here though, featuring a beautiful bronze ivory exterior. And of course the reason I know that is not because I am blind, but of course because we looked off the actual trim tag of the vehicle and the color actually matches to that. So that's one good bonus feature of this car. Of course, a lot of people like that the Corvette style kept its hideaway headlights through its earlier generations, followed by some old school rally style wheels with white letter BF Goodrich tires to really keep it cool. More importantly, not to really ruin the look, as a lot of people decide to add 20-inch rims on it, which really does downgrade the style of the vehicle. But of course, looking around it, it does have one singular mirror on the driver's side. What really also makes it pop is the fact that it is a T-top edition vehicle, as you can see from the inside here. Also, the fact that 68 was one of the only years where you had the push button style door handle. Of course, a lot of people get confused by that, seeing as that they can't open a door, but of course that's one special feature that we did include in this video. But as we move on to the inside, you will see that it is a 4-speed manual, having a matching style interior, which is very nice, of course. Having a 3-spoke wooden wheel, all appropriate gauges are actually working, as you can see. Temperature's pretty steady there. Having the AM, FM Delco radio, appropriate console, appropriate bucket seats, even your little compartment back there where you do keep the battery. In fact, even so, you have your little wiper controls, which that front lift does lift up for all you Corvette lovers out there that do know that fun fact. Other than that, one of the cooler features about this car is it does have power windows. As looking by the e-brake, it does demonstrate how comfortable and classic this car really was. But of course, really moving on to the gem is not on the inside, but the motor itself. And when you look at it, you can see that it has the 3x2 427, which 3 actually means 3 carburetors, not the dual quad or anything like that. But of course, its setup is really what makes it the true gem, having a rarity of 3 carburetors underneath the hood on that intake, chrome valve covers. You even have the triangle style air cleaner, which is appropriate fitting for the motor. But even so, looking at the numbers you will see on our website and in our write-up, and including the video, you will see the numbers that actually correspond to the VIN number along the post here. So you may actually be getting the real deal with Skyway Classics. And of course, with Skyway Classics, you always get a good deal with us. Even so, looking at the driving experience right now, we're going about 50 miles an hour, handling 4th gear very good. As you can see, the steering is handling it just as well, temperature and all that fun stuff. But of course, that's what we like to give you the best. But as for now though, we are just going to get it turned around and up on the lift. So if you have a moment, please stay tuned with us to see the underneath.